Hi Excel fanatics! This video is about how to quickly create some beautiful charts in Excel. Let me warn you, the options available on charts in Excel are vast. Almost as vast as Martha Ray's mouth, but that's another story. Honestly, even Parliament couldn't cram this many options into one session without licking a donor's arse. Running a full tutorial on Excel charts will easily take up 30 minutes of your time, and you want fast answers because, I'm guessing, only a dog on heat has a shorter attention span. Or a voter 5 minutes before the polls close. We've got a number of tables here. Let's start off with this first table, which is a count of economic gaffes over a number of years by politicians. By the way, a politician is someone who campaigns on having a soul, only to discover their donors already pawned it at a car boot sale. Their moral compass spins so fast, it could power a small wind farm. Go ahead and select the cells which contain the data that you want the chart to represent. Be careful not to select this totals column. This is important because it will skew the graph, and I'll show you how later. Including the totals column is like including political promises in a budget. Technically allowed, but your chart will lie straight to your face. Assuming you're on the home ribbon, move your mouse up and select the insert ribbon, its friendly neighbor. This opens up a ribbon with chart options, basically Excel's version of a coalition government. A lot of buttons yelling, pick me, pick me. There are a range of charts available. You can expand the options if you want. Excel shows you all kinds of charts in different formats. Most people already have a rough idea of what they want, unlike politicians, who only discover their priorities after receiving those secret envelopes. Excel also offers recommended charts it thinks would be ideal for your table. These are charts Excel thinks are good for you. Like certain governments, who think austerity builds character. Same vibe, different budgets. If you don't want to go with Excel's recommendations, you can explore column charts, 2D columns, 3D columns, 2D bars. There are line charts, bar stools, bar fights. I'm getting carried away. It's starting to feel like election night coverage. Let's go with the line chart. This opens up options for area charts too. Now, remember, the entire reason for creating a chart is to help the person reading it understand the information quickly. Unlike political speeches, which are designed to help the listener understand absolutely nothing, charts like this 3D area drawing look awesome, but they're hard to decipher. And we're not building the next season of Crystal Maze here. You compare it with a simple line chart, and the difference is like comparing a manifesto to reality. One is sleek and exciting, the other is what actually works. Let's get rid of this gluttonous chart. When the chart appears, it doesn't always give you the information you wanted, or it has the right information, but not how you imagined it. It's very much like watching a parliamentary debate and realizing they answered none of the questions asked. At the bottom of this line chart, you've got the types of political gaffes, and on the vertical axis, the number of incidents. You might not like how this is displayed. Excel allows you to adjust everything, more flexibility than most politicians have shown in the last 40 years. Click on the chart title, type something like, The Gaffe Economics. That's right, give your chart the kind of dramatic title politicians give to bills that do the opposite of what they claim. You can click the plus sign to add things not already shown. Think of it like adding amendments. Harmless at first, and suddenly your chart has a bridge, a stadium, and a tax loophole attached. Want axis titles? Click and type number of incidents. Simple. Even a think tank can understand it, after 3 reports and £700,000 in funding. Data labels? You can add them, but let's keep the chart simple. No need to create the chart equivalent of a political scandal, busy, loud, and before you know it, your Excel chart has been sleeping with a girl dressed as a bunny. You can remove grid lines, legends, add error bars, add a data table. So many options, it's practically a cabinet reshuffle. Click the chart box and new options appear above the ribbon bar, chart design, and format. Like when a scandal breaks and suddenly new committees appear out of nowhere. Inside chart design, you have preset styles, just like politicians have preset answers. Only here, they're actually useful. Right-click to format the chart area. This opens up personalization settings. You can match the chart to your kitchen at home, or to the emotional color palette of any major political party. Beige, off beige, faded beige. Change the fill color, add gradients, move the bars around. Watch the colors switch between blue and green. It's like watching political ideology change during campaign season. You can change transparency too. Very symbolic, a chart that's more transparent than any minister in living memory. Another fun section, when you click on the pentagon, shadows, glows, soft edges, 3D formats. Give your chart a 3D look, you know, the kind politicians get when they discover empathy for 5 seconds during an interview. Let's add a yellow glow. But don't overdo it. You don't want your chart looking like it's been caught in a corruption investigation. Maybe a bluish glow instead. Lovely. Your chart now looks more prepared for public office than half the current cabinet. Now you can see how a simple chart can be turned into something dramatic, a visual Guy Fawkes bonfire. Here's the original chart, and here's the updated one. The difference is like comparing campaign promises to the economy 6 months later. Let me show you an alternative, a bar chart. Click the chart, and chart design and format appear again at the top of the ribbon bar. Switch the design. Boom, instant makeover, faster than a government U-turn on tax policy. On the right-hand side, the funnel icon lets you deselect information. Click Apply, and the chart changes instantly. You can show only 2021 and 2024, or 2021 to 2023. Reselect the data, press Enter. Voila, democracy without the shouting. Now bring in the totals column. And disaster. It misrepresents everything. The totals column is the populist candidate of your spreadsheet. Loud, dominating, and completely ruining nuance. This is why we usually leave out the totals column or totals row. It skews the data on the charts. Undo with Ctrl+Z, the power politicians wish they had every time Twitter digs up an old speech. Remember, chart options run deep. There's a lot more to cover, but this should give you a quick guide to get up and running. Because you haven't got time for a 30-minute lecture on bar charts, you've got inflation, scandals, and broken infrastructure to worry about. Have a good day, and may your spreadsheets remain more stable than your government.